All right, shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to my apostles and elders at GreatMillStone who rule well, who taught me this truth, and shalom to all you brothers out there through the four corners of the earth pushing this work in all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. Brother Kazapa here from GMS Charlotte. Just coming back with you with another quick lesson, man. Really, this was sparked off the brother channel. Behold, I come quickly. He had testimony on basically, HODC saying that that we're not gonna get, especially GMS, GreatMillStone, it's not gonna get the spiritual power because we're over here in America, man. When we already have the spiritual power, it's just on a low level, man. All right, and what is that? Calling on the name of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. All right, and brothers have testimonies where they called upon the name of the Lord, all right, and they was saved out of it, all the situations that they're in, man. All right, and like I said, this was just sparked through that brother. He said for brothers that they had a testimony to explain it and stuff like that. So my testimony was about a year ago. I'll say more about 2 years ago and stuff. I was in Columbia, South Carolina at the time. I was 17, turning about like 18 years old. Fresh, like, only been in the truth about a year and a half, and was going to camp and everything too. Like I said, I was in South Carolina, and I was coming from home from high school, and I have a younger sister, and she's a dyke, a lesbian, whatever and stuff. And we was on a bus, and my mother was out of town at the time. Now, what happened that day was apparently my sibling got in trouble at school, and or trouble with some people at school and stuff. And she got on a bus and had a big fight on the bus, man. And I didn't even know what was going on. I was in the front of the bus and stuff like that. So while that was going on, basically, my the girl that my sister was fighting got beat up and stuff, and she called her older brothers while we was on the bus. So the bus is coming up, pulling to one of the stops. The girl that got beat up, we pulled up to her stop, and right before we could actually get to her stop, we see a bunch of cars lined up, and that was her brothers, man. All right, her brothers are way older, out of school and all that stuff. And the bus driver stopped and saw all that because she knew that there was a bus on the fight. There was a fight on that bus and everything. So she stopped before before we actually went up to the bus stop, because she could see in the distance those cars there waiting there for my sister to, I guess, bum rush her or something like that. So she stops, and then one of the girl that got beat up by my sister, her brother ran up to the bus, was banging on the bus like, yo, let my sister out, I'm about to beat somebody, talking a bunch of shit. And it escalated so fast, man, and everything. He busted his hand on the front of the bus. The windshield cracked. All right, and then the bus driver wouldn't let him get on at all. So we're just staying in one position. And while this is happening, everybody on the bus is panicking and stuff, and in uproar. I'm like kind of confused with what's going on, and so what happens after that is that her brothers and the rest of her cousins or family, whatever, are all young men, but like in their 20s, got in their cars and started circling the bus with their cars, man. And it had to be like at least 3 to 4 cars and stuff. And like I said, everybody was screaming. And like I said, at the time, I didn't know who fought in the back of the bus, man. I wasn't really paying attention. And when it came to find out that was my sister and stuff, at the time, like I said, I didn't know what to do, man. All right, like I said, my mother was out of town, and I was basically charged over the household and charged over, my younger sibling and everything. So I didn't know what to do, because I'm like, damn, my sister's a so-called a lesbian, so when these guys get on the bus and try to hurt her or something like that, what do I do? Like, do I let the judgment play out, or do I, try to protect her because I'm the man of the household while my mother's gone and stuff. Um, so I'm gonna be real, Akim, I didn't know what to do, man, and like I said, everybody else was panicking around me because they didn't know if the guys were gonna shoot up the bus while they were circling, and the whole time while this happened, man, they were circling the bus with their cars, man, circling the bus, and like I said, everybody was panicking. People were scared that they was about to get shot up on a bus and all that. Like everybody was in array, but for some reason, I was very very relaxed and wasn't worried about anything. I just prayed to Yahawashi Mashah because ultimately I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what step to make and stuff. So I went to the back of the bus, went to go check on my sibling, but I prayed to the Lord to handle everything because, basically I was like, Yahawashi Mashah, I don't know what to do and stuff. I'm gonna give everything into your hands, man. All right. And what happened was, they let the girl off the bus. They found out my sister had some type of concussion or something like that. So they let the girl off the bus. The girl left with her family and everything. With her brothers, got in the car and left and dipped because the cops were coming and stuff. But one of the main things that stood out to me, and I knew it had to be the Spirit of the Lord upon me, man. It was people were asking me how, asking my sister, how is your brother so calm in this situation? And then all I could think in my head was because I have faith in Yahawah that he's not gonna let anything bad happen to me and stuff like that. So that was basically like testimony. Like I said, there was a dire situation to where I don't know if I would have got shot or they would have shot up the bus or anything like that, man. It was like it was a dire situation. Everybody on the bus was panicking, and like I said, I called upon the name of the Lord because I really didn't know what to do and stuff. And the Lord had me in a calm spirit to handle everything, accordingly. And like I said, the police came and all that, and took down notes about what happened and everything. I had to give a police report, all that stuff, and like that. But just the Lord had me calm, man. All right, and I called upon the name of the Lord, and He dealt with the situation because the situation was out of my hands. I didn't know what to do. Okay, and the Lord handled everything, man. Calling on the name of the Lord, He handled everything, and I was safe, man. All right, I didn't have to worry about no men shooting up the bus, hurting me to get to my sister or whatnot and all that stuff. So with that, I'm gonna get a couple of scriptures. First scripture I want to get is Book of Psalms, chapter 5, verse 11. But those all slack it. But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee. Kind. And in that incident, man, I put all my trust into Yahawah Shimon Shai, man. All right, like I said, my hands were tied. I didn't know what to do, man. All right, and I just prayed to the Lord. He handled everything, man. He defended me in that instance, because you know, uh, I thought about it. I felt like if I was some average Joe in the world and everything happened, that bus would have got shot up, man, or easily, man, because there's some some hood grimy niggas, man. All right, her brothers were some hood grimy niggas, and this is in Columbia, South Carolina, and it's not a good place, man. The place I was at, so like I said, the Lord defended me in that instance, man, and I believe the next day or that same day, I called my elder Ashiar from the Charlotte camp, and I told him everything that was happening, and he gave me sound wisdom and advice for what to do for the next couple of days, man. Just lay low and let the whole tensions calm down and everything. So yeah, that my elder in my camp knows exactly what was going on because I called. It was the first person I called up as soon as it happened, man. Next scripture I want to get is Psalms chapter 7, verse 1. O Yahawah, my power, in thee do I put my trust. Save me from all them that persecute me and deliver me. And that's like exactly what happened, man. Like I said, the men of the Lord gonna put their trust fully in Yahawah Shimon Shai, and He's gonna deliver them out of their troubles, man. All right, whether whatever comes, man, especially in the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, yeah. It says that persecute me and deliver me, because at the time I didn't know if they was gonna hurt me, man. All right, because you know how the grimy niggas is. If they can't get to you, they'll get to somebody. If they can't get to the person that they need to get to, they'll get to this person that's close to them and stuff. So I didn't know if they was gonna hurt me because of the situation that happened with my sibling and stuff. So hey, man, I just put my trust in Yahawashi. He delivered me out that situation, man, and it was a scary situation. Like I said, everybody was uprolling, scared, crying on the bus, man, thinking they was about to get shot up on the bus and stuff, man. But the Lord had me in a calm demeanor, man. All right, because the Lord, I had trust in the name of Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi. See, just a couple more scripts. This is Psalms chapter 9, verse 10. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee, for thou, Yahawah, has not forsaken them that seek me, that seek thee. Okay. And hey, like just reiterating point, seeking out the name of the Lord's well, I'll be a part elect, and brothers also, the Lord's not gonna forsake us in that time because we seek after Him, man. All right, and we're staying, we're trusting in Him, man. All right, and as the scriptures say, no man that trusted in Yahweh Shai has been confounded, man. All right, so if you trust full heartedly in the Lord, He's not going to basically leave you hanging, man. All right, He's going to protect you in that day, man. All right, wherever comes your way, He will protect you, man. All right. Another one. Get this one to one more, and I'm gonna close it. This is Psalms 13 and 5. But I have trusted in thy mercy. My heart shall rejoice in thy salvation. And that day, man, I tell you this, man, I was calling upon the name of Yahweh Shemi Shai, call halalyam Yahweh Shemi Shai, the water Yahweh Shemi Shai, and I was giving all praises to Yahweh Shemi Shai because I know that He's the only one, He's the only reason why I got out that situation, man. All right, like I said, I couldn't do anything, so I gave everything into the Lord's hands. I was like, Lord, you take care of the situation because I can't do anything, and the Lord completely came through, man. The last scripture I want to get, Psalms 16 and 1. Preserve me, O power, for in thee do I put my trust. Says, yeah, and that's mainly the point right there. So preserve me, O Yahweh Shemi Shai, man. So the Lord's gonna preserve His elect, man. All right, the 144,000 and 130, He's gonna preserve them. All right, because they put their trust in Him, man. All right, He's gonna take care of them in all the situations that are to come, man. All right, and they said, the Lord has defended us in these times with little matters. How much more when Jacob's trouble comes, man? All right, how much more when the Lord lifts up that standard, all right, and we get that full physical spiritual power because we have faith and we trusted in His name, man. All right, so like I said, this calling upon the name of the Lord is spiritual power, man. It's only, yeah, it's not the physical spiritual power that we brothers always talk about, but it's still spiritual power, man. All right, we have a glimpse of that spiritual power by calling on the name of the Lord, like the brother in the video said. Elijah called upon the name of the Lord, and fire rained down from the heavens, man. All right, all the men of the Lord that when they was in their troubles, man, called upon the name of the Lord, and the Lord saved them, man. All right, King David, all right, Elisha and Elijah and Elisha, all right, called upon the name of the Lord and they were delivered, man. All right, that always happened with the nation of Israel, man. When we called upon the name of the Lord, He always delivered us, man. All right, and that's to show that spiritual power, man. All right, so with that, I hope that was edifying. I said also, exalt brothers to exhortation to brothers to also push a testimony, because these are testimonies. The Lord is faithful unto us, man. If we do our part and be faithful unto him. He's already faithful, man. So it's just our part to be faithful unto him, and he's going to do what he says he's going to do, man. The Lord's not a liar, man. All right. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to my apostles and elders at GreatMillStone who rule well, who taught me this truth. And shalom to all the brothers out there through the four corners of the earth, pushing this word in all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.